Hi everybody, welcome to Paradise Love and Veggies. I'm Samantha and today I have two very special guests with me. I have my garden helper Jacob and his twin brother Jaden. We're going to be picking some kale and then we're going to saute it up and talk about the differences in the texture between each of the kinds. So we've got Mr. Jacob right here and we've got Jaden. And let's start with the green curly kale, guys. So Jacob's going to just snap it down he's going to just pull down. There we go. That looks beautiful.
We have green curly kale.
Green curly kale. And if you snap it down, that's probably enough. And if you pull them down, then it won't hurt the plant. That's good. All right, let's go to the dinosaur kale. We'll throw this stuff in our harvest bucket there. Let me show you. Just like that. There you go. Don't take them all from one plant. Spread the beauty around. Look at this big leaf right here. That guy needs to pop off of there. Awesome. Yeah, get some of those big ones, guys. All right. Beautiful. Okay.
And as you can see, the stuff tastes delicious.
All right.
Yum.
And this, what kind of kale was this here?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur or Toscano kale, also I could call it. Beautiful. All right, moving on to the Russian kale. Right, snap those puppies down. There you go. See how easy they come off when you snap them down? Beautiful. I'm going to snap this one off right here. That is some lovely stuff. All right.
They work great as fans since they're so big.
All right. Think that's enough?
Probably so. Yep.
Okay, so we are going to get our cook area, and then we're going to be back and saute some kale up for you guys. Okay, we're back, and I've got two able-bodied chefs here ready to cook up some kale for you. So first they're going to cut it, and then we're going to saute it up, and then we're going to taste it and see what the difference is. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to cutting. Here we've got, just again on the plate, go ahead and point out there's the dinosaur kale or the Toscano, and then we've got the green curly kale, and then we've got the Russian kale.
So first I'm going to start with the green curly kale.
And Jaden also is cutting the green curly kale.
Now that we're done with the green curly kale, we will do something with it. I don't know, cook it or something. So, yep. Man, you guys should have cleaned it. Now we will.
We're on a farm. It's a little dusty. Hold on. Let's get this warmed up first.
Yes. Then we're gonna do Then we will put it in this bowl and wait for that to warm up. Then we will go with the Russian kale. I will chop up some of that for you.
You mean Toscano kale?
Yeah, Toscano kale.
So if you notice, Jaden's just cutting a little bit of the stems off. This stuff here wouldn't be necessary to put into your recipe, although you could. And what does the stem taste like, guys?
Tastes like the smell of broccoli. uncooked.
Okay. What do you think it tastes like, Jacob?
Broccoli.
Broccoli?
Broccoli or cauliflower.
Okay.
And then we were moving on to the
Russian kale.
the Russian kale.
Share some with your brother, dude.
Share some with so I'm gonna cut off some of the stem. You can have the stem if you want. I want to eat it though, for me personally.
And I notice both of you boys are very careful not to get your fingers in the way of that knife blade. Can you give us, Jaden, a quick little example of how you put your fingers so that people aren't cutting their...
I'm using the spider finger, so
Okay.
you use the knuckles and then just guide it.
Okay, so your fingers aren't out pointed, is what you're saying.
No, don't
You
go
got
like that.
your knuckles. Let's see, do another cut so I can get a better... Oh, there you go, I see.
I'm using my thumb to push it, kind of.
Okay.
And then when I was going like this, I'm just...
Okay. Awesome. All right.
So here we have our 3 types of kale. We have our Russian kale, we have our curly kale, and then we have our
Dinosaur or the
Dinosaur kale.
Toscano kale.
Yeah.
Okay, and this feels like it's pretty darn warm. I bet we can put some oil in there, huh?
So first we'll put
Drizzle.
some oil, like drizzle it.
All right, and this is just regular olive oil. Yes,
we'll-
this is regular olive oil.
Yes. You can also use sesame oil or sesame seed oil.
Oh, that's my favorite, is the sesame, pure sesame oil. That will make a really great oriental dish. Yep.
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil.
So let's add some sesame oil. Yeah, we should add some.
Just add a little.
Just the chop. Okay.
Okay.
And then we will stir this up like so. Get some on that other side. Get it real greasy and slippery. Okay. I think that's good. Then we're just gonna add a dinosaur kale to it.
Okay.
something's
All right. Oh, yum. Listen to that sizzle.
Should we add some salt? No, not yet. I'll move that back so it doesn't burn.
And what would you recommend, Jaden, Mr. Chef Boy, on the temperature? Kind of a medium heat?
Yeah. At about a 3
You're
or
just gonna
lower.
saute
Here.
it, so
You think a 3 or lower?
a 4, maybe 5 highest.
Okay.
You just want your oil. So a good way to test is when your pan's hot
Mm-hmm.
and there's oil in it. You can get your fingers wet with a little bit of water, and you're gonna put the water on there, just the splash.
if it
and
does
if
a
it
little
starts
sizzle.
to dance around and like pop and stuff, then you know it's ready.
All right.
And which it did do that, so it was ready. If you didn't see it. Sorry. You can watch the video again.
And I was thinking maybe we fry up each type separate so we could actually taste the differences.
Yeah. Should I add some salt?
Dog, no salt.
Yeah, Ruby's over in the background. I don't know if you can see her, but she's not happy that she's not included in this video. As you know, Ruby loves to make a little guest appearance on our videos, but she's tied up today after our last video where she tore up the tarp. Oh, that looks pretty yummy. I'm gonna snag a little
And
piece
if you
here.
don't know, this is my brother. He's a professional chef. Some dude wanted to pay for him to go to Sweden for 3 years.
Yeah? That's really good. That sesame oil was really yummy.
You want to keep stirring it so it doesn't burn, but you can
Need some
also
salt.
just put the lid on for a few minutes.
I'll add some
Okay.
salt to it. I need salt.
Crank it. Whoa. Oh, that's plenty of salt.
A lot.
Yeah,
Never
mix
add
it
that
up.
much salt.
No.
Never.
Well, it needs salt, man. Yes, you can't have nothing without salt. It's the same plate.
Yeah, you can.
Ah, geez, let me hit these.
Well, we're cooking it.
It's better.
All right.
Then you can let this. If you want to, you can lower it down just a tiny bit and get like a slow tasting flavor by keeping the lid on.
Okay.
Yeah,
And just keep it there for a few minutes. And then it's done.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna put that back in the bowl, and then we're gonna saute up another type
and
see how that cooks up. Okay,
I'll saute it this time.
I gotcha.
We will do the curry kale.
You're gonna do the Russian kale.
Yeah, the Russian kale.
Okay.
This stuff.
Hold up.
Whoa.
But you took too big a bite.
Do not add as much salt as you added. Just saying.
It's an acquired taste, kids. Or grown-ups, who's ever watching.
All right.
Make sure to subscribe and like.
Since
And
my
hit
pan's
those
already oiled,
notification bells for you get
gonna add
notifications
batter?
when she posts a new video.
Okay, you're gonna put a little more olive oil in here, or
yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
the drizzle in the middle. In the middle, just the
So what
drizzle.
I like to do is this. Everything will come out.
Wait, no,
Well, that's enough oil, he says.
that's way. The oil's just this like simmer. Make it. You don't need to use oil, but it's just helping so it doesn't stick.
I think it melted.
Oil?
Yeah.
Oil can't.
looks like that pan's pretty hot.
Okay. Now, we will add some
Don't.
sesame seeds.
Sesame oil. Okay.
And then we will, thank you, toss this in.
Okay.
Make sure it's good.
Salt is fine.
Get it all good. Make sure to wash your hands before you do this.
Right.
And wear a t-shirt so the oil doesn't hit you. And have adult supervision. And listen to your parents.
Don't break it up like that.
As you may hear in the background, they're twins, and of course they're brothers, so they're not argumentative or bossy toward each other at all.
Where's that salt bag? Okay, give it to me. Do not put it in my dish. Do not put it in my dish. Give me it. You give me my salt. There. We just added some salt without arguing.
No more salt in the pan. You added way too much. You had 50 teaspoons. It's called a healthy pinch of salt for a reason.
Now, after you were done with this, you could put it in like a sausage soup or your salad, or have some chicken with it.
Putting it raw and smoothies is good too.
Yeah. Maybe you wanted to just sit for a little bit, for like 30 seconds, so I'll count.
All right, so we're gonna let this Russian kale finish cooking off, and then we're gonna get started with the green curly kale, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we've got the green curly kale here in the pan now. We're gonna get that sauteed up. Other kales look beautiful here. We're gonna get ready to have a taste test soon. All right, so did you add any sesame oil to this, Jaden?
No.
No, okay.
Apparently he didn't need it.
He's probably not going to add any salt either.
No. Because the pan's salty enough. It's not like it absorbs all the salt. The salt's in the oil now. And then the pan was so oily. So, there's enough salt.
That's your science lesson.
Your science lesson for the day?
Yeah.
Well, I hear the sizzle now.
Oh, also another science thing. If you take soda and shake it up and put Mentos in it, it will explode.
Okay, let's save the science for another day.
Maybe for the science.
That'll be Paradise Lovin' Veggies special science episode, obviously, we'll have coming up in the future. Well, that looks yummy.
I'm just going to let this.
Now, Jaden, you do a lot of cooking at home for your parents and family. Tell me about if this was at home and you were cooking, would you mix these 3 kales together, and what other vegetables would you think to add?
If I was just going to mix these together, I'd probably do these 3 and probably some sausage or something that goes good.
Okay.
Kale and sausage soup is really good.
All right.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay. So we're going to put this in the bowl here, and then we're going to kind of try the different kales, and we're going to see kind of what the differences are.
It's easier when you have tongs to put this in the pan.
But we don't. We're improvising.
We're improvising. We're out at the farm. If you guys can kind of see our setup here, we're kind of makeshift movie studio, so we're doing the best we can. All right, look at that. Okay, so again, just to point out, we've got the green curly kale here, the Toscano kale here, and then the Russian kale here. And grab a fork, guys.
Fork?
Grab a fork. All right, what are you trying first?
I'll try this one.
The Toscano kale first?
The Toscano kale.
Okay, and the Toscano kale had the little bit of that sesame oil in it, right?
Mm-hmm. And so does the Russian kale.
Except for the one I made. This one does not have sesame oil
All
or
right.
salt.
Is that what you're going to try? Or
Try
you're going
this
to try the Russian?
I'm
This
try 'em all,
one
but
is really good. I put the salt in this one.
pretty salty.
This Casalo kale I'm tasting right now too.
It's not very salty. It's good though. It tastes like.
And I'm going to try a
it's raw.
big bite. It's falling off my fork. It's really good. I think that the green curly kale is the heaviest of all kales. So if you're not a huge green leafy person, you probably would prefer the Russian kale or the Toscano, the dinosaur kale, a little bit better. But man, it's sure yummy. And we're gonna pig out and eat some kale and enjoy this awesome day at the farm.
None of them will go on my fork. We're trying for like a minute now and they just keep flying off.
But it was just on your fork.
Thanks for watching Paradise Lovin' Veggies. We'll see you next time.